Hey, everybody, we're just shooting the shit. Thanks for joining us. There's a lot of stuff to talk about on Wall Street today.
Yep,
Intel earnings after the bell. Do you think we blow it out?
I'm hoping so. Look, IBM did very well in that respect.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. Yesterday on the show, I said 10 points either direction. It's
Right.
lot more. How much did it go up?
I don't even
20
know.
points? 20 points, right?
Let me see. IBM
Last I looked, it was 193 or something.
195. Oh
So
my
20,
gosh. So
22,
21 up 21 points on the day.
22?
21.15.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, that's good for me.
I expected a much more subdued
It wasn't that one of my picks also for the year. Besides,
Yes, we both picked it. We both bought it at 130s.
I'm saying in terms of the competition.
We both deserve a pat on the back for that one.
Hey, I'll take the money instead.
Yeah. Now, Doctor Chuck,
Oh,
he gave everybody IK. I know that when it was like
IKT. Right.
80
I know that.
cents, market cap of under 10 million. I just took a look. We're going to look together at what it's doing. Keep everyone in suspense.
Okay.
I will say this: it's not 80 cents.
It's not 80 cents anymore.
Not anymore.
Oh wow.
There's been a multiplication
Is by a number greater than one.
by a number greater than
Or
one.
is it still in the pink sheets?
No. I mean, it still has a very low market cap, trades very little volume, and so on. But it's got the formula for a massive rally, even though it's already moved up.
All
So
right.
we're going to look at that together. And we want to look at Carvana because
All right. We promised Carvana yesterday.
I don't remember when we promised it, but we definitely promised it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wrote down SPY, IBM, Intel,
Because
NVIDIA,
Intel's got something right.
AMD, SMCI, all of the ones that we love and we talk about a lot.
Right.
But
Tesla, Tesla took a hit today.
let's start with I know that
Oh,
inhibitokinase
sure.
pharmaceuticals. So take a look at the markets as well as a whole.
Okay.
Here we go. Don't want to keep people waiting. Don't want to keep them in suspense for too long.
Right.
So let's go. There's the chart on inhibitokinase pharmaceuticals, therapeutics, whatever the name
Uh huh.
is. You
Wow.
like you like that? You like those jumps, those candlesticks, those three?
If we even if we listened to them last week, would have done all right.
Well, yeah, but
Huh?
we've been
Nice.
talking about this one when it was 80
Yeah, yeah.
pennies.
Down over here at that when we said bottoming,
Yeah,
because you still got the line there.
yeah. What were these lows at? These lows were at
79
80
cents.
cents. So there was plenty of opportunity to get in here, but I just got fed up with Biodrex, so I just reached my upper limit of speculative fervor. So I stayed away, but I may get lured into this with a
Maybe in
little
the
bit
middle of
of
the big candle.
yeah. I mean, if it pulls back to this gap close at around 290, I think
Oh,
I might take a little try a little of this. By the way, I did not own Intel until today. I decided
and you got in. Okay.
got in pre earnings, so now I own all three of the major chip stocks. At least, well, I think they're the majors. I don't. I this
Well,
is
Taiwan Semiconductor might be another
yeah,
one.
Taiwan Semi, but
I'm in that one. That might be.
I feel good about NVIDIA, AMD, and I think I feel good about Intel. We'll see what the earnings.
Intel's the one they're the ones spending the real money, and they're the ones that
Yeah.
aren't as sexy.
So on this one, I would like to buy it. Really, I would like to buy it in two places: at the gap close, and then in the middle of this green candle.
It's still $2.50, right?
Yeah, as long as it stays above the 200, I'd be happy with this one. If it goes below the 200, I think the run is over. So the 200 is very, very important here. And on the other hand, if it takes out this area, let's draw that in. Maybe it's only just begun. Right? Isn't that a song like that? It's only just begun.
We've only just begun, but yes.
Yeah. So I'm having trouble again with
Yeah, you got to do that other menu. Remember,
Oh, yeah.
not the squares.
I'm stuck in that fib thing.
Right.
All right, so let me draw it in here and here. I gotta go back to the horizontal and click again. Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
It didn't draw it in the right place.
You can move it. There you go.
All right, so 260-ish would be my ideal target to come in, but on a stock that's hot, the thing to do is buy a little bit now, a little bit at the gap close, and a little bit more at 260 if it gets there. And if it gets to the 200, a little bit more. And if it gets below that, then you're in trouble.
Right. Take your losses.
Yeah. So biotech, you got to be nimble. When we looked at this last, it was at 130, right around here, and I thought it was probably going to go back to $1 before it moves up.
Right.
And it didn't, never did. So it could be more of the same. It could be that this is a real thing. What they have a Parkinson's drug, a cancer drug, and I think there's catalysts with the Parkinson's. They're expecting some kind of data soon, I think. And the cancer drug is also showing some interesting prospects. Mika knows more about that, and maybe he can provide a little more color on what's going on, why to move up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fundamentals guy.
Right.
So let's see if Mika could provide color. Mika, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, if you could provide a little color on their prospects, what their drugs are doing, whatever, the short little thing. Hopefully. So let's just look at the markets as a whole. I really haven't been paying attention this morning. I've been busy exercising my demons.
Yes.
All right, so the spiders are continuing to march up 0.3%. The Dow is flat. The Nasdaq's up 0.37%. The Russell is ahead of them both at 0.6%. And let's take a quick look at crude. Crude oil is up. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin. The 10-year is at 415, and Bitcoin is flat, 39.6. So that's interesting. Now, we usually look at the spiders, so let's just take a quick look.
Yep.
This is a daily. Okay. That was a day chart. This is a daily. And although it's slightly up today, the candle is a very small range and basically a doji. It's flat. Even though we're up 0.29%, it's a tiny little red candle. Unimpressive.
Right.
But then again, if it took a little breather and came down to 479, 480 and retested the 480, that wouldn't shock me. Would it shock you?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm still only my SQs from January.
Wow. I think 480
last
is
January.
480 is a possibility here. I mean, it's 486, a little pullback, and then we then go further.
Well, I mean, the optimism's there.
Yeah,
Things are in place. High growth, low unemployment for now.
yeah.
So
What was the GDP today? It was a good number, right? Three and a
good
half.
number, yeah.
I don't remember what it was. Three. I paid went one in one ear and out the other.
I think it was an effective rate of 3.
It was probably more or less what was expected, I think. I can't draw this line. I don't know why.
That's because the stock has never been there before.
Right at 480. There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Hold it down a little. All right. So 480 is a spot that I think you can feel comfortable adding. Professor Omar, I think, is starting a short on the SPY, a short-term short.
Right. A little
Whatever.
correction or a little breather.
Yeah, he's expecting a little pullback, which could happen. Professor Omar, and I think is taking the lead in our contest.
Well, he does a lot of deep thinking.
Yeah, yeah. So I think his stocks are up 20% in the month of January. It's 5 stocks.
Even though we had IBM.
You have IBM in your model portfolio. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I have SMCI, and I don't think you do.
No, I do not.
But I'm flat. I'm at about 0%. We could take a look.
Right, well, let's finish these things first.
Yeah, finish these things. All right. So next would be Intel.
Mickey said that the company was actually upgraded to a buy with a target of 27. Believe it or not, that's pretty bold.
Yeah, Dr. J could have been the one that gave it the target of 27.
27's bold.
27. Look, I mean, anything is possible with a thinly traded company like that.
Right, especially
Low market cap. I mean, maybe this $10 million market cap should be $1 billion. If it goes to $1 billion, 27 is a small target.
There you go.
So that's what the lure is of biotech. Even though 9 out of 10 of these companies fizzle, the 1 out of 10 that doesn't is what keeps investors investing. Right? It's that one that doesn't fizzle.
Just like the crab table.
Yeah. All right, so I don't want to spend too much time. Let's look at Carvana.
Oh yeah, try Carvana.
CVna. Carvana. I may get rid of my old car through Carvana. It's just easier than trying to sell it.
It's a company that really would look like it was in the doldrums for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a Carvana over by where I drive. On one of the highways.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, it was completely empty. There was not one car in there, and now it's completely full.
I like where it's sitting right now at the 100. It's between the 100 and the 50. It's trying to find support here after.
Yeah, you might get a nibble sign very, very soon.
Yeah, after a run up to 60, this pullback to 40 looks attractive. It looks like an attractive entry point. It looks like people aren't buying Teslas, though, are they?
No, it does not.
Tesla's being shunned.
Yeah, they were actually talking about some of the buzz about taking it out of the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, look, it looks like it's heading to. Look at this gap down to 1.
Yeah.
Today, it looks like it's heading. Let's draw this.
They did the earnings yesterday, right?
Yeah, they're disaster earnings, unlike IBM, which had great earnings.
Right.
The true the true, there's a lot of support areas. This would be a big support area right here at
Yeah,
151.
yeah, I see that.
That's a very key level. I mean, if it doesn't hold if it gets down that low and it does not hold 151, it's disaster.
Well, in that case, we have to see who wins the election.
I can't draw a straight, I can't draw the line. Won't let me draw it. I'm clicking on it, and then I put the cursor right there.
Right, click.
Now it worked. Go figure. You know what it is? You got to put it under the point that you under a candle in order to draw it. If I just stick it anywhere, it doesn't. That seems like it doesn't work.
Gotcha.
So is it going to go from 180 down to these levels at 150? Possibly. But we also have some support in here at 167. There's not much support once we broke these levels here at 194, which we did. That was key support. It went right through it with this bad earnings report. So 150 looks like it could be in the cards for Tesla. Below that, and you got to fold them.
Yeah, well, people still like the cause.
Not my daughter.
No,
No, she
I mean,
doesn't.
there was the whole buzz about oh well, when Chicago is below 20 degrees and it was hard to charge. Why doesn't she like it?
She doesn't like the Model 3. Any little boo-boo she gets on it is like a fortune to fix. Tires, fortune to fix. And she just doesn't love it, period. She likes an electric Volvo better.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, the hybrids are doing a lot better now.
Yeah. Hybrids are in. All right, so Tesla, I feel good about the fact that this is the only one of the Mag 7 that I don't own. Because one headache less. Let's look at Intel, which I just added to my portfolio today.
Sure.
All right, I bought it at $50 and a couple of pennies, losing a couple of pennies. And it's a red I like red candles. I like red candles on earnings releases, by the way.
You like red candles on? Yeah, well, that's what happened with IBM too.
Yeah, the short term is 51.28 resistance. Of course, if the earnings are strong, it'll blow. It'll. What I said about. I don't know why I can't draw a straight line. It's very, very frustrating to me. Yeah, there we go. So it'll blow through that if the earnings are strong, if there's a beat, if there's optimism from the CEO, and there should be plenty of that. They're building a factory. It's somewhere in the south, I think. And that should be ready. I don't know when, but they're building. And they're doing all the right things to regain their number one status. So I think they're going to be, before too long, they're going to give AMD and NVIDIA a run for their money on data center chips. So Intel is going to be part of my chip collection, along with AMD and NVIDIA. Of course, on the downside, I think if there's a miss, you're looking at 45.24 as the first area of support. And of course, 10% would be 5 points in either direction. So this may very well come down and test this low right at 45.24. So that would be support area, or the 50-day, wherever that is, a little bit above it.
Right.
So figuring 10%, 5 points on the upside would be about 155. I don't know if it'll let me draw that. 55 rather, not 155. I'm
Gotcha.
used to hard numbers. Everything I own is,
IBM has the one in front of it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not letting you do that. That's interesting.
yeah,
There you go. Now that'll let you move it though, right?
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So there it is. I think the upside is 55 and the downside is 45. And of course, I was wrong about IBM. I thought basically it would be 10% either direction. That's what we got, 10%.
Yeah.
No, we got 15%.
Right.
I think. I don't know what we got. We got a pleasant surprise on IBM. I didn't expect it to be trading in the 190s today. My target for the year, when you told me you made IBM a pick, I said, well, where's it going to go? Like 200 for the year? I was wrong. I think I was wrong. I think it could go to 250.
I'm actually, I was putting that on my list of things that, not that I do it because there's no such thing as buy and hold anymore.
Yeah.
I have a list of about 10 stocks which I think are buy and holds,
Right.
modulo the when the markets make big swings,
Yeah.
to get in, get out deal. I mean, but that's the thing, right? Sometimes buy and hold ends up working out against you.
Right.
That's what I thought about the other chip guy, AMD. I thought it was just a buy and hold.
Yeah. I
didn't know
bought.
it was buy, then hold, then wait till it got to the bottom, then buy some more, then hold, and then buy some more on the way up, and then sell a little bit, and then buy next time. And even your buy and holds require tending, and that's why we have financial advisors and fund managers, so we don't have to do that all the time.
Yeah, but it's more fun to do it yourself, and then you do it better. You can do it better yourself.
Yeah, but you have to be on it.
Yeah, you have to be on it. So this kind of Momo can't continue forever. It's got to at least pull back to the trend line here at 586, I would think.
Oh, that trend line, I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're getting a little parabolic. You're right.
I'm looking for a small correction on NVIDIA. Maybe along with a small correction on the spiders, Professor Omar's scalp, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at 588, that area. It's frustrating with drawing the lines.
Right.
It won't let me. Occasionally it draws a line. I got a lot of lines down here. I just move one up.
It's moving up. There you go. Yeah, that looks like it.
Yeah. So that's where I see a correction to on NVIDIA. Of course, I think it's I told you I'm scared to sell it. I'm not looking to get in and out and play that game. I'm just holding this one for now because the sky is the limit. We're liable to see 800 by the end of the year. No, I'm too scared. I'm too scared to sell it.
There's a lot. There's a lot of buzz for that number. I know.
Yeah, and the other one, AMD, is another phenomenal mover. Phenomenal. Just does nothing but go up. It too will come down. But
It's not showing. It's not showing that parabolicness though. It's still pretty linear.
What a straight line, right?
Yeah. It's actually, you have a line with the same slope right there.
Yeah.
unless you want to be right. That's the one I typically draw
Yeah, I mean
when
it's
that comes to bottoms.
pulling away from the early trend line, pulling up. So I figure it comes down to trend.
Yeah, there's something sort of right. It's these little spurts of news that sort of take it with a weird shape, and then it overall goes back to its old slope.
Yeah, I think it's going to come back to trend right here at once. Yeah, let me draw the line that time in the right place. Also, I'm looking at a pullback to 170.
That makes
It
sense.
has to pull back at some point. Has to. I mean, it could. I'm thinking it goes probably higher first, and then starts over time. Let's say by February 7th, we get a pullback to 170
Gotcha.
on AMD. What else did I list?
You listed SMCI.
But of course, my long-term target on AMD is well over 200.
You didn't do IBM yet.
Oh, okay, we'll do that too.
IBM and SMCI, never can call it.
Yeah, SMCI is very exciting. I sold a little bit up here. I missed the high of 496. I sold some at 492, and I got just a few more shares literally to sell, but maybe I'll hold them. And just don't care anymore because I don't have that much of it, and just let it ride. Maybe on a pullback I might even add, because if
Yeah.
it pulls back to 415, that's below where I got rid of it. So I could definitely add. It could pull back on real market weakness. You're looking at a pullback to 385 because it's just gone up parabolic. So it could definitely come back down. I don't know. It put in a line somewhere. Now, this is the area that I'm looking at on a pullback, 386. It's possible. But before that, probably this low, which is 410, 410, 415, that area. I'm fine with adding. All right. In the meanwhile, I made some really good money with it. Very happy. And IBM is sort of a competitor in the server market, but not really. The main competitors for SMCI, really, there are none. But I guess if you had to name one, HPE and maybe Dell are the main competition in the data center arena.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, Dell and HPE, Hewlett Packard Enterprises, and the Chinese company Lenovo,
Lenovo. Well, it's an IBM company too.
IBM. Yeah. So it shot up to 190. Where did it shoot up to here? It shot up to 196 today. It topped out at 196. It's 193 now. Up 19 points, 10.91%. What a move post earnings. And even if it fills the gap, it's just a buying opportunity. So
Right.
keep some dry powder just in case. If it on a close load in 184, I would think it would go and fill the gap. So you got to pay attention to that. If it closes below 184, I'm thinking 170. What's the gap? The gap is 173.93. It will fill the gap at that point. So maybe some consolidation to 189, and then a further move up is most likely. But if it continues, if it goes down below this candle from today, then I think we're looking for a gap fill. IBM has had a phenomenal run from the time we bought it at 130.
Yep.
So, okay. And the final one was what? That was it?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. We're at the 30-minute mark right now.
So in summary, I know that is an interesting stock that should be on your radar. Now, Dr. Chuck has a few more comments about
Yeah.
it. The marketplace value of their Parkinson's drug is supposed to be 4 to 11 billion.
Right.
There are no Parkinson drugs that work in a meaningful way. So any Parkinson's drug is going to be huge. And it has gotten orphan drug designation for multiple system atrophy and accelerated form of Parkinson's. That's good. I mean, all of these things are good, but they're early. I believe they're pretty early on in their trials. So it could take years to actually happen. But in the meanwhile, it could move up. Doesn't have to, it doesn't have to move down. It can move up. Just so you're going to go through periods of dilution. One of the things to watch with this little company, IKT, Professor Spike, is possible dilution as it goes up another level.
Right.
Why not?
Oh yeah, like it always happens with the
biotech, right?
We finally think we got some move, and then they do an offering.
Yeah, so that could definitely slow it down. You got to expect that with biotech, and it's an alternative to seeking outside financing, which costs a lot of money in this high interest rate environment.
Indeed.
So
it's something to keep an eye out for. You're right.
Yeah, if it pops to over 5, expect dilution, secondary of some kind.
So that'll be your second toe in the water.
Yeah.
First toe, and then the second toe is when they do the offering.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day, everybody. Keep trading. Be successful. Looks like a good market.
Have a good weekend.
Oh, bye.